Well, now that that's done, wait a minute. Today's Thursday. Hello everyone, it's me again. Thank you for humoring me. I felt silly and decided to do a skit, but don't worry, I had placed the pins on the other side so I wouldn't have to pick every single one of them up off the floor. And yeah, didn't want to break any, didn't want to shatter anything. Anyways, we're here today to look at this brand new Nendoroid 2530 Yoko Litner 2.0. And then secondly, we're going to also, because you did notice this is not like the regular box. This is not like the box we're used to getting. This is the box that they were going to start putting figures in before they kind of took all that back and we're like, okay, no, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah, so this is the box we would have gotten moving forward. I will talk a little bit more in length about it. I feel like if I start talking about it now, we're going to get on a tangent. So, I think what I'm actually going to do is, yeah, like we're going to do this in two separate parts. So I will talk about the figure itself and then I'll talk about the box. So, figure itself, I am super excited that we're getting a 2.0 of Yoko. Her original Nendoroid was kind of more the old style, and it was really hard for people to get a hold of it. I do have the original one, and I will say it's very, very fragile. So, like the neck is a little bit more fragile, but it's the old style. So, the head, I feel like the old style, the heads are a little bit bigger, and I think it's just because the neck piece was attached to the actual faceplate. Forgive me if I'm using my hands a lot. But I feel like with the two boys, like Kamina and Simone that came out, that it would have been a good idea for Yoko 2.0. And I did see in the past people asking for it. But come on, Good Smile, now that we have a Yoko 2.0, you have to make a Nia Nendoroid. Like, I keep screaming about a Nia Nendoroid. I want Nia and I want Viral. I really want Viral, but I want a Nia. Nia is anybody that's seen Gurren Lagann, like, I just feel like Nia's design was made for Nendoroid form, but we have yet to get her. So I'm hoping they'll change that, but you never know with Good Smile Company these days. You really don't. Like, they'll, they won't have anything Gurren Lagann for another 2 years, and then all of a sudden it's BAM, here you go. Anyways, we will look at the box briefly, just because it's very simplistic, no window, but you do have the color, you have your different, and forgive me, I keep looking at the other Yoko, because I have her on the shelf behind, in front of me, not behind me, behind you. I do have the original one, and I'm not going to bring all the faceplates and stuff out, but I think I'm going to grab her just to show the difference. But yeah, like, I'm kind of curious to see how opening this box will be. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video to me opening her, but I'll probably go through the box part first, because I actually want to show y'all opening it up, like how the box is versus my normal, like, oh, here's this, here's that. Yeah, I kind of want to take you through the process of opening this baby up. So, yeah. Okay, I hope this is a good enough angle. I'm hoping my phone actually stays in the stand and doesn't fling out or pop out, because yeah, it has a tendency to do that, or it might just fall over. Let's hope it doesn't do that while I'm cutting this open. But I'm just going to go ahead and open from the top, because I normally open from the top. I know some people do from the bottom. But most of the time I just open from the top. So Especially with this, because I feel like it's meant to be open from the top, so I would be scared to open it from the bottom. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I'm guessing this is the main nendoroid. These are the face plates, and then here is the accessories. I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to see if I can actually put it back in. Gosh, y'all, I might have to end up cutting this video because I'm going to struggle. Because look at this. Look at this. Like, I don't want to rip it. Okay, let's get the body out first. Okay, and that kind of concerns me because make sure, like, if you get this, do not turn it upside down and try to get it. Make sure that you have it, like, laying up with the face of the box because otherwise Yoko's going to just flip right out. So there's Yoko. Let's get all of it out. Okay, here's the face plates. And they do have like the styrofoam thing over them, and then they're individually wrapped. And the plastic that they're wrapped with actually seems a little bit thicker. Yes, it is it is a little thicker than their other. But there's her face plates. They're really cute. You got a winking face and a pouty face. Now, I forgot the other. I think the other one had a semi-pouty face and then a action face. And I actually have her pose for the action face, so I'll show that later. But here's the face plates, and then here is your little party pack, your little accessories. The accessories actually have the nendoroid number on there. I guess that's a way to tell if it's if it's legit or not. It's because I don't know. I feel like they could easily make that. It's going to be funny if I'm just imagining like the bootleggers are going to like make it in a regular nendoroid box, and then people are going to buy the bootleg just to have the bootleg box. Anyways, this is frightening me because she looks a little small for her hair being so big. Okay, so let's get her. Oh my gosh, this is scary, y'all. She feels like way too small for. Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they did. Some assembly required, people. Some assembly required. Unless they just forgot mine. That makes me kind of nervous. Like, really? Oh, that makes me nervous. Oh, and then her thing there too. Oh my gosh, Bill Dandy's gonna come in several parts because she has like this whole like she has the is it called Hotoge or something, like the little hairs that stick out. Like she has like a whole like tentacle thing almost looking thing on her hair. So that's gonna be very scary, and I'm very scared that I'm gonna break this because that was really tight. The joint, and it's a little joint. So, but here she is! Yay! All hair chopped off and everything. She's looking good though, for having crappy hair. Oh no, there we go. Let's see. Forgive me for spitting on her, but yeah, she has some smudge on the front of her hair. So yeah, I'm gonna have to ask them about that. But there's like a black smudge right there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. If it comes up, I can't even see it this angle. But yeah, it looks kind of like a black smudge. I'll see if I can get some magic eraser and take it off. I might just see if I can take it off with water. Sometimes a little spit ain't gonna do it. Anyways, the faceplate looks okay. I'm not doing this. Why am I doing this? I'm just trying to get that out, honey. But yeah, the faceplate looks good, but I think this is from this mic. Yeah, anyways, and like it's going to be hard if you're like trying to put her back in the box. I just feel like it's like it's not very. She's not very protected. if you're wanting to put her back in the box. Yes, here we go. Here we go, folks. There's her gun. And her hair. And her... Where is her hair thing? It's gotta be in here somewhere. I think I see it there. Yeah, I see it. Look, Good Smile Company, like, so hard up on accessories now. They're gonna count your ponytail as an accessory. They're gonna count these as an accessory. But here's the bent leg. Here's the bent leg. You get a bent leg and 2 bent arms. I think this is the trigger one. Or maybe I think this is the gun holding hand. This is the trigger hand. And you get her sunglasses, or little glasses. I guess they're sunglasses. And this one actually, instead of, because I think the other ones actually went across her face, these just are going to connect on the top of underneath the bangs, I'm pretty sure. And then of course the nendoroid stand and the new peg. I'm actually loving, that's the one thing I like about the one new thing that they did that I like is they're making the hinge on the stands smaller, so you have less likely to you're less likely to knock up against the hair. I, however, don't really care for this just because I have some that have long hair that have different stands, and so sometimes it's better to put them like not all the way back, if that makes any sense. So it kind of feels weird that you're forced to put that all the way back, especially if they're going to like still make it this big. Like I feel like if they're going to give like this big, like I feel like they might can make it a little smaller. I don't know what I'm talking about. But then of course you get the extra. So I'm going to go ahead and put her together, even though I'm going to probably take some pictures of that black spot first, because that is really concerning me. Just in case I do have to send it back. But if I do send it back, I think they've gone through a change now where if you send something back, they want you to send the item back. But that's fine with me, as long as I have all the stuff to do it. But you have to print out a bunch of stuff. You have to make sure, and then getting I think they do DHL, and getting DHL to actually follow through with the appointment is another deal. But anyways, yeah, I think that's the only spot I really see, but most of the time the issues I end up having is with the hair, because the hair is the biggest part of an Android, I feel. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead. What I'm going to do, this is going to sound really silly, but I'm going to try to put her back in the box right now. Yeah. Because I don't want to disassemble her, and what in the world? What in the world are we doing here, Good Smile? What in the world? You have this right here, but then you have one in here. Why? Have like a little peggy thing like you do for like the legs. Like this is hard to pull out. Oh my lord. Why? Why give a peg here and give it? I know it's probably to keep the you're like, oh, we'll give them it's giving them a bonus a peg, and it keeps the hole from closing. I don't know, from closing up. But like that's going to be hard for me to get out and then put this back in. Like I don't know. We're going to see which one's easier. It might be easier to pop this out and put that in. I don't know, but I don't know. I think I got more upset than I should have at that. But anyways, I'm going to dress her up, and then we're going to try to put these back. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually did manage to put it back all right. I'm actually really surprised. The only thing that I would worry about is making sure not to throw this away. This is going to be the saver for your faceplates. If you want to keep everything in the box, I don't know what I'm going to do about keeping everything for this particular nendoroid. I just don't know. Like, but if you are going to keep this stuff, like, I would, because I just don't know if I'm going to keep, but I would keep this part, like that little padding piece, just so that your faceplates don't rub up against the actual box when you're pulling it in and out. If it gets harder for me to do, because I didn't pull the faceplates completely out, I just kind of like pulled them out and put them back in. If I do get to the point where it's rough, I may actually like get rid of the box, just because I know with both Yoko and Bell Dandy, I'm not getting rid of them. So, but anyways, oh, I just thought about that. I could put the new one in the old. I could put the new one in the old box. Anyways. So, now it is time for us to put her in poses. So, I shall be right back. And the stand almost fell. Okay, and here she is in her first pose. Now, this did take me a bit because it took me a while to realize that this piece to make the arm go out straight is actually from the bent, that like one of the extra bent arms or bent elbows. So for this particular arm, you do have one that comes out further, and there's another pose. I think it's the one of her holding her gun. This one that she's supposed to use it for, at least on the instructions. But I kind of figured out that that's what that arm is supposed to be for, like for this pose as well. So yeah, as far as this arm, with it looking like it's bent, like she's putting her hand on her hip, you kind of have to like finagle it around, and her elbow ends up like sticking far out the back. But that's how you do that part. But yeah, it's super cute, super simple. That black spot is still bothering me. I don't know if you can really, I can see a little bit, but it doesn't pick up on camera. It's the same. Now, I will say, I am so glad that they're not doing this anymore. Like, putting the hair in made me so nervous because that is a small little peg. So I pulled the peg out of the hair that was in the hair because it was the easier one to get out. And I was trying to put it in, and you do have to put it in with a little bit of force. I probably should have used like a hairdryer or something, but it kept on wiggling, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna end up breaking her." But no, it actually finally went in, and then I think mine had like a little bit of these things were a little warped because I had to kind of like finagle them a little bit to get them in. To where they weren't going to fall out. But yeah, I don't really necessarily like the extra assembly, especially when you take in consideration these, because like nobody wants to buy a figure and then like put it together only for it to break, especially for this price. Yeah, so definitely glad they're not going that way, and I'm getting super nervous for Bill Dandy. Anyways, that is the first pose. We are going to go on to our next one. Okay, you see how cute this pose is? Like how adorable that is. I wanted to keep it in this pose and go back to this pose because I wanted to show the similarity of the other two poses. Well, that may not happen now. I swear, trying to put this around her back made me second guess all of my life choices up until now. The gun actually separates in 3 different segments at each of the strap points. It separates, but the issue is that Good Smile Company, and they do this a lot. They don't take in consideration that there's a peg sticking in her back with coming up with these poses. So like even looking at it, it doesn't match this one and how low the angle is. But this is the best that I could do. And I will give y'all a tip. If you do happen to get her or have her, if you want to do this pose, do the pose first
and then put the peg in. Like, finagle it first, because basically what you'll find out is the easiest way to get it on without the sides popping out or not being able to match it is that you have to kind of take it, and when you do it correctly, the gun will actually go along her back and actually cover the peg on the back, the peg hole on the back. So you have to kind of like take the peg hole and slide it up enough to where you can push it in, and it will let me tilt this up with trying out not to break it. It will scratch up against or rub up against the scarf, so just be aware of that. But it's on the back of the scarf, so you won't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, I mean, it's super cute, and it actually looks realistic because it is stressed. The straps are stressed. But yeah, it's super cute, and I may put it back in this pose after I get the replacement here, because I did try to take some magic eraser to it, but it wasn't coming off, and I saw a little bit of pink on it, and I was like, I don't want to scratch anymore or get any of the more of the paint off. And that's I kind of felt that was going to happen, just for the simple fact that when you opened it up, like the base plastic is white, and most of the time, if the base plastic is white, it's going to be really hard to get anything like that off. But yeah, anyways, so this is super cute. I love this faceplate, and like I said, this may be what I end up putting her back in eventually, but I'm going to go ahead and show her with her action pose with her original nendoroid. So she'll be right back. Okay, so here we are at the final pose, and something that I just realized, because I was like, oh, she's holding her gun upside down like she's going to shoot it. I was like, I wonder if she can actually shoot. No, you cannot pose this nendoroid in any way, shape, or form like you can this one, that she can actually shoot her gun, or she can actually be shown firing her gun. Nope, you can't do that with this one because of the way the arms are shaped. She doesn't have anything that helps to curl it in. This one can go out far, but she can't fire with this arm. Like, she's right, she has to fire. She'll fire with her right. That's her trigger finger. But you cannot, regardless if this arm or the bent arm, you can't get her to really fire the gun. It's really wild, because if you have her hold her arm up this way, then it just looks really weird. It's not like she's holding, because it's a heavy gun. And I mean, I guess that's another thing that's kind of weird about this pose, is it's a heavy gun. Like she's not super strong. Yeah, I was just like, it just looks really weird, because her straight arm, it comes out too far for it to be really like, okay, she's shooting a gun, because you're not going to shoot a gun like that, like you would a firearm. But then the bent arm, you can't get if you try to put the bent arm in, you can't get it to connect to the connector part. It won't. So she cannot fire a gun. I was like, are you kidding me? You made a Yoko nendoroid and that can't fire her gun? Like, that's insane. Oh, and I have a little smuts on my... This was a little hard to put in, and I had to put a little elbow grease into it. I think the only thing that this one has over this one that I like, and the reason why this one kind of irritated me a lot, is it has like a waist joint. So she's, and like you can see, she's like not all together either, but it makes her like lean backwards. Like, she leans backwards. So I can't get her to lean forward. But at least she's shooting a gun, so the leaning backwards isn't bad. And like as far as like the aesthetics and everything else, like this one's this one's got her beat, but like what the heck? Like her poses are extremely limited. I'm still gonna keep her because I want her to fit in with the other ones. But yeah, I'm kind of like disappointed. Like I feel like if you're going to make the arms shaped particularly, like you need to include more arm options. Like if they had more like the top part of the arm maybe, or if they just gave you extra arms for ones that are going to be designed like that. But because the arms go with the body shape, it even looks really weird. Like I had to sit there and I was like, do you have the right parts? And I'm like, oh yeah, I have the right parts. Like you have to make sure that the arms align correctly or it looks really weird. Like you're putting, and heaven forbid if you like that's probably why I'm still going to keep the box at this point, because or like put all her parts in one place, because if you get them mixed up with you're easily going to be like, okay, that doesn't fit, that's not her part, when actually it is. Okay, sounds like I'm complaining a lot, and I am kind of. But she's still super cute. I'm going to try to do the one with the strap across the body again and keep her that way. But it's making me second guess if I'm going to keep this one, because I was going to like sell this one, but I think I might keep this one just to have like a firing, like a battle Yoko, because this one's definitely not a battle Yoko. This is more of that, didn't I have like a music video kind of thing with Yoko that one time? Yeah, that's kind of more the Yoko you're getting with this. She's not going into battle. She's just slinging her gun around all happy-go-lucky, like she's skipping around with a gun. But she's super cute. And like I said, as far as the design is concerned, like they've improved a lot. But like, I just don't understand why you have less poses on the new one, or less possible poses on the new one than you do the old one. But still, the new one's more stable. So, but yeah, sorry about all the complaining and the super long video, because I really wanted to go through those boxes, or the box together with y'all, and show y'all like what that was like, especially if any of y'all are getting the new or the supposed to have been new boxes, just so you would be kind of aware of things, because that, like, this was like watching somebody open the Toradora nendoroid. She's all one piece, so it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's what you're getting. But when you have ones that have joints or ponytails or pigtails or stuff in their hair, like it's going to be a little bit of a chore. And like I said, I'm kind of scared of the Bill Dandy one coming now. I'm excited but scared at the same time. So we'll explore that together. But anyways, if you like this kind of stuff, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what Studio Trigger title character, or Gainax character, because technically this is Gainax, would you like to see them make a nendoroid of? Like my top 3, well, I mean, from Gurren Lagann, I really want to see a Nia, because I feel like they need a Nia, especially since they have a Simone. But I would like to see Viral. Viral's my favorite character from Gurren Lagann. But I would also love to see a Scanty and Nisok's nendoroid. I feel like they're going to release, I feel like Good Smile Company, when the new Panty and Stocking Season 2 actually comes out, that they'll probably do a Panty and Stocking 2.0, but I'm praying they do Scanty Nisok's. I really want to see a Scanty Nisok's made. Anyways, y'all have a good one. See y'all later.